Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to show you my my personal collection of Dominique Wilkins. I was listening to the Lefko Show podcast and he was talking to Joshua Johnson from Card Ladder, and they had mentioned that when you're personal collecting someone, one of the people you should personally collect is a Hall of Famer that you enjoy. Funny enough, Dominique Wilkins was my first personal collection when I started collecting when I was about 11 or 12 years old. I was a huge Dominique Wilkins fan, loved him. And funny enough, I had cable television back in '87, but my TV only had 14 channels, and one of those channels was the TBS Superstation. So all the Hawks games were on cable all the time. And so obviously Jordan and Wilkins were the guys back then, and for whatever reason, I guess because he was on TV all the time and he was the human highlight film, I chose Dominique Wilkins for my personal collection. Now, if I had gone with Jordan, I may have a small fortune right now, which I'll get into here in a few minutes. So this, you might be asking why I have like so many of this card. When I first got back into collecting about 3-4 years ago, I bought a lot of 50 of these, thinking I needed 50 of them when I really didn't. But, after listening to the podcast, I thought, man, I need to dig out my Wilkins cards again. So I've spent the day sorting the cards out. So I really enjoy him and his Hawks cards. I think I'm just really going to focus on only his Hawks cards. I'll show you his other ones here in a minute, but some of the pictures they use for the cards, like this Fleer Ultra one, look how nice that one is. And then you have him here with the nice dunk there. And like the Fleer, I love this card. Look at that. That's Neek right there. That's the human highlight film. That Fleer one right there, and even that one, he's driving to the hoop, is a pretty good one. Now there's some other pictures here we'll talk about here in a minute. I think I went over these, yeah. So there was some of the Fleer and Fleer Ultras. So now we got into the NBA hoops. Like, look at that pose. Now, maybe my favorite of all my Wilkins cards. I'll get to right here. First off, you got the windmill dunk going, and then you got Atlanta and Hawks with him squarely in the middle. Like, how great is that? That is such an awesome, awesome card. Not bad. These cards aren't bad here. You got some of the artwork, which some of these cards, or some recent artwork cards are starting to become really popular, especially people redoing cards. Then you got some of the top stuff here. Like, how awful is this picture? Come on, Tops. Like, he's boxing out. Like, that's that. Of all the pictures you have of Dominique Wilkins, you're going to choose the one of him boxing out for a rebound. And, like, here, he's so tired. Like, that's the picture you're going to use for an all-star picture? I mean, come on now. And this one isn't bad. At least he's going in for the dunk there. You got some of the skybox stuff here, looks like. Yep. And then the first upper deck card. Like, how nice is that picture? Love that. Some more of his Hawk stuff here. Some more of the artwork from upper deck. And then this is some of the more recent Panini stuff. I think I'm really going to focus on like just his Prism stuff and some of the nicer, newer stuff of his. Try working on some of the rainbow stuff of Neek's. So I did recently on ComC get his 2012 Prism card, so I'm happy about that. And these cards came from my cousin Aaron. Some of the other recent Panini stuff, and then we have them in his Olympic. All in his Olympic glory here. I tell you what, the Fleer Flair cards I think are super underrated. I just love the look of these cards. I see them and I think, man, these cards should be so expensive. Then I look like they're never that expensive, but they look super nice. And then we get into the non-Hawks years. So he played with the Clippers for a few months, a few Clippers cards. And then he's with the Celtics, which they never could get past the Celtics when he was with the Hawks. So I'm really not gonna, if I see these cards, I don't even know if I'll even buy any of these if I see him at shows. I think I'm really just gonna stick to his Atlanta Hawk days. And then he finished off with the Spurs, which it seems like all great players kind of end with the Spurs for some reason. So All right, now I'm going to show you the kind of my grail cards I have of Dominique. So here are my better off Dominique Wilkins. So the Beam Team, now the Beam Team ones are like Jordan and Shaq have gone like bonkers. But dude, this is probably one of my favorite Wilkins cards right there. Like I said, it's a great picture of him dunking. Just a beautiful card. Got the 87 Fleer stickers. Nice little picture of him. He doesn't have his patented flat top there, but still a really nice looking card. The starting lineup cards, I tell you, if you're looking for investments, the starting lineup cards are hard to find in any type of good condition. So real happy to have this one in. It's in decent condition, not great, but if you're looking, especially of the stars like Jordan and them, if you can find their starting lineups, whoo! Tell you what, that's something that you might want to send in to get graded. And then his 87 Fleer right there. And this card is real nice. Like I said, I'm not a huge fan of his non-Hawk days, but you got supposedly a piece of his Hawk jersey, Clippers, and the Spurs. Doesn't have the Celtics one, but still a pretty cool trio relic card there of Neek. And now for the really good ones. So here are his, I have two 86 Fleer rookies of his. This one here is in way better condition. I'm probably just gonna end up sending it off to get graded. I don't expect it to come back at any type of real high grade. If it comes back as a 7, I'd probably be happy, but I would like to have one of these graded. This one is not, you already can tell from this distance, you can see the corners are not in good condition, but I am gonna probably end up sending this one off. And then I have the sticker from that set, which is in pretty decent condition. The centering looks a little bit off, but overall the condition of the card is real nice. And then this is the only autograph card I have of his with the little piece of the jersey there, so real happy about that. So I'm probably going to end up focusing on trying to get some more relics of his, and my grail card of his that I would love to get is the 83 star card of his, which is not selling for incredibly high on eBay right now, so hopefully I can get that in the near future. Hope you enjoyed the video. Love some Dominique Wilkins, and until next time, you guys, be good.